What is going on, guys? My name is Anson and welcome back to a brand new YouTube tutorial. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you can write or how you can have your bot send messages in an interval. So what that means is you're going to basically have your bot send specific messages every couple of seconds or every couple of minutes or every couple of hours or however long you want. Okay? Now, why is this useful, you might ask? Well, let's say for example you're running a server and you want your bot to send out a reminder every 2 or 3 days, or maybe even a shorter period. Maybe every, let's say, I don't know, every day you want your bot to send a reminder. Or you know what, maybe every day you want or every 24 hours you want your bot to send an image of, let's say, a random meme, for example, right? So you would use a set interval function to do that. So let's go ahead and check it out. Well, not check it out, but let's go ahead and see how it looks. So we're going to do set interval. Now this function is from Node.js, not from Discord. It's just from Node.js, okay? So you don't have to do any imports or anything. It's part of Node.js, okay? So we're going to do set interval, and we're going to pass in a function. So I can either do this, or I can just use the regular function declaration, or I can just pass in an arrow function. Doesn't matter, okay? So I'm going to, let's say I want the message to send every 5 seconds, I guess? Yeah, every 5 seconds. Okay. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to actually, hold on. We need to actually get the channel ID that we want to send a message to. So you want to make sure you have your developer options enabled. So that way if you right-click a channel, it will allow you to copy the ID of the channel. So this is really useful if you're making applications for Discord. So this is our channel ID. So what I want to do is I want to get the right channel to send the message in, because right now we're in the ready event, right? We're not in the message event. If we were in the message event, we would just do message.channel, but we're not in the message event and we don't have access to the message object. So we want to get, but in this case we want to get the channel object. We don't care about the message, we just care about the channel, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create a variable called channel, or I'll call it test channel, because that's where I want to send it to. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and write the code and kind of like explain it a little bit briefly as I'm writing it, but then I'm gonna go back and explain what I'm doing. Okay, so first I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna say client has a property called channels. Okay, so client.channels to reference that property. So now this .channels property is basically a collection, and it has all the channels, including DM channels, in every single guild that the bot is in. Okay, so it doesn't have just your channels, it has every other channel. Okay, in other guilds or other servers in a sense. Okay, so I'm gonna do channels. So I'm gonna use the .find method, because if you look over here, if you click on collection, it will have all these methods that you can use. So whatever you want to do, you can play around with it. I'm going to use the .find method. And since we are dealing with channels, right, since this collection returns channels, so let's actually take a look at this real quick. Collection.find. So the .find method takes in a property or a function, okay, and it takes in the value. Okay, or actually the value is optional. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to pass in this arrow function. So C is basically the channel, so I'll just call it channel. And I'm going to say channel, and channel has a property called ID. And I'm going to see if it's equal to this over here. Yep. Okay, so again, to recap, all I'm doing is I'm accessing the channels property from the client, right, which was instantiated, which is a client class instantiated earlier, and I'm basically calling the .find method, and I'm basically searching the entire collection and finding which one, which channel has this ID. So if it's true, so if it actually finds it, it'll return it and assign it to this variable test channel. So right now this variable test channel, if it's true, which it is, it will basically have our channel object, which we can use to now send messages. Okay, so I'm going to do test channel. Now remember, what properties does a channel have again? Well, if I go over here, channel has a method. Well, not a method, I'm sorry. This isn't the right one we want. We want this channel. Text channel is what we want. Text channel has a method called send. And we're going to use that to send a message. Hey there, this message is sent in an interval. Every 5 seconds. If we want 10 seconds, we do 10, right? So, oh, I'm sorry. So this parameter over here is there's a time in milliseconds. So if you want, like I said, if you want 5 seconds, you do 5,000. If you want 10 seconds, you do 10,000, right? So let's go ahead and check it out. So the bot has restarted because I have NodeMon. So you're going to see a message is going to send soon. Is our bot even on? Oh, it's not even on. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so now the bot's logged in, so let's count. Let's wait about 10 seconds. So I think we're like at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you guys get the idea, right? It's sending every 10 seconds. I think I'm just counting really slowly. But it does send every 10 seconds, okay? So you guys get the idea. So now, like I said, why is this useful? If you want to, have your bot send a random meme every day, like, for example, daily meme of the day, you can do that. If you want your bot to, I don't know, send information every single 24 hours, you can do that. Whatever, you guys just have to be creative with this. So hopefully this makes some sense. And, yeah, so I think that's it for now for this video. So stay tuned for my next videos. So I don't really announce this in my other videos, but if you guys have any suggestions on like what if you guys like have any suggestions on what you'd like to see in terms of Discord videos or even some Node.js videos in general, feel free to leave it in the comments down below, and I'll definitely take into consideration. If you guys want to ask me questions, you can just add me on Discord. My tag is Stuy, S-T-U-Y, hashtag 0001. Okay, so just go ahead and add me and send me a message and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.